Hi guys, welcome to Code Artisan Lab. This is video number 57 for multi-vendor e-commerce website in Django with ReactJs. In this video, we will mainly work on our wishlist functionality. It means when we click here or in the product detail page, when we click here, it will add in the wishlist table and customer can see the wishlist in here also, right? And on this button will disable if user is not logged in, and it only enables if user is logged in. Okay, so these functionality we will implement. The first thing is we will create a model. We will disable wish list button in the product detail. We will implement this wish list functionality on the product detail page. Later we will implement on all pages, right? And we will implement the function add to wish list. Then we will show the wish list in the customer panel, and customer can also remove the item from the wish list, right? And we will also do few things additionally in this video, like we will change the here you can see that the customer address name is not correct actually. So we will change this name, we will change the category, we will change the order items name. So these three names we will change in this video also, right? So first we will complete the wish list functionality. So the first point is we need to create a wish list model, right? So let's start to do that. So we'll open the model, right? The model file from the backend. Then we'll copy, you can say any of the model. Let's copy this model. This is looking small, so let's say we will say wish list model, and here we will say wish list, and the foreign key will be on the product, right? This is product, and the another one is customer, right? So this is also customer, right? Okay, so in this wish list we have this, and what else we need? Okay, so this is fine. So let's implement this in this way. F, so we will show the product name, so self dot product dot title, and then we will show the customer name, right? So whenever we call this object, so it will be self dot customer dot name. What we have, self dot customer dot user dot first name, I guess, yes, right? What else we have for the customer? Customer, yeah, okay. So now let's migrate this. So we have this one, cls py manage.py, make migrations, right? Py manage.py migrate, right? And then we will run the server command. So it's running. Okay, so we have completed our first step. Okay, let's say done. Now disable wishlist button if user is not logged in. Okay, so we'll start from the product detail page. So what we will do, we'll open the front end, back end, front end, source, component, product detail, right? And we'll check. Let's go to header. Okay, and here, or not header, in the confirm order what we have. Okay, so user context dot login. Okay, so we are saving the login status in the context. Okay, so what we will do, we'll apply the same condition in the product detail, where first of all let's import this user context. Okay, so let's import this context. We are already importing. Yes, we have a user context, but we are not using in the detail, so let's use this. So here we have user context, right? And then in the user context login. Okay, so where we have the disable button, uh, wish list. Okay, so here we will see, and this one, right? Okay, and we will apply the same condition here, and we'll say uh, equal to null. Then we will just apply the class disabled. Okay, let's see. So if I go to log out here, click here, you can see that this is disabled now, right? So now our second point is also completed. Okay, later we will implement on all the pages. When I say the all pages, then it means the home page, the view all page, because everywhere we are adding this wish list. Okay, I know that we didn't implement this add to cart, but we will implement this also. Actually, I just want to complete the flow from any of the page, then we can implement in other pages easily, right? So click here. So it's wish list, but it's disabled, right? Because we are not logged in, right? Now the next point is add to wish list from product detail. So this will do one user is logged in. So let's go to customer. We have customer, this one. Not sure what's the username is. Okay, username is customer. Okay, so login. So this is customer one. Not sure about the password. Let's see. No. Submit. Okay, good. So the password is working. Now let's implement this functionality. So these three things are more technical, so let's apply this one, right? Okay, so now let's create the functionality. When we click on this, it should add the product and the current customer ID in the table, right? So, and we are not showing the table in this app yet, but we will show that. But let's create the functionality first, or let's add the table in the admin. So we have this one. Let's copy this, paste here. Let's say what we have, wish list admin. This one, models dot wish list admin, product customer. One more thing we should add, we didn't add it, but we should add. So what we have now, okay, run the server again, refresh. This is the wish list, right? All right, so we need to do one more thing. Class meta verbose name plural equal to wish list. Okay, so who is that? Verbose plural name, I think. No, refresh. refresh again. What is that? Verbose name plural. Uh, yeah, this is okay. It should show the wish list name. Not sure why this is not showing. Refresh this. Okay, so here is showing. Okay, so wish list, when we click on this, it will show the data, right? And so let's implement this wish list functionality. So what we need to do when we click on this button, first of all, let's say when the user is logged in. Okay, so on click, we will, in the product detail we have all the data, huh? Okay, so what we will say, handle, or we can say save wish list handler, save wish list. Okay, save in wish list. Okay, now we'll say here we will create a function, save in wish list function this. All right, now in this function what we will do, we will call the we'll call this one. What is this? This is fetch data, check product in cart, and what we have else. So let's copy this one, right? So not this one. Let's go to checkout, not add to cart, not what we have when we click on the, let's go to order, confirm order page, and here we have the data. So here we are sending this one. So let's copy this in the product detail. When we click on the save wish list, we'll create customer ID, and we should have the product ID. Then we will add this. So we also need to create the URL and serialize and all the things. First of all, let's create this one. Save in wish list, we have form data product. So where is the product ID? So we have product ID. Okay, so product ID, product.id. What about the customer? Do we have customer ID? Customer ID. Okay, customer ID, or this one, let's say user context. Where we're using this. Let's go to context page. Multivendor front end source context. So we have user login. From the local storage we should have data, huh? Let's go to, okay, so we have a header, and we have, okay, so where is the order confirm? Let's go to order confirm. I'm sure here we are getting the customer ID from the local storage. Okay, fine. Where is the customer ID? Okay, so now we have both. So when we click on that, we will just confirm that everything we are getting. So form data, let's see, right? So let's open the network tab, not network tab, console. So when we click on the this one, we have customer, we have product, right? So everything is okay. So let's create the serializer and other things for sending the data. Serializer, view, and URL for sending the data. Okay, so let's create that. Okay, so and you can see that I'm taking the reference from my previous work. So because we have already done so much things, so I'm taking references. Right now let's open views, and in the view we have this thing. Okay, so product detail, customer list. Let's copy this one. List create API view. Okay, so we'll say wish list. We'll say wish list, list create API view, and this will be wish list. We need to create the wish list serializer, right? All right, so let's go to serializer. Which serializer we have copied? We have copied the customer serializer, I think. Customer serializer, right? So we'll copy this one, right? And then go here, okay, and paste here. So we'll say wish list, right? And we have wish list serializer. We should have product, we should have customer. Okay, so wish list serializer. One thing that we need to remember, let me show you. Yes, here in, if you remember, in the order item serializer, we are sending the data 1 2, but for the representation we are showing this data, right? So we have simply added the order and product which are in the relation, right? But for the representation we'll copy this, right, and paste here. Okay, and this will be customer, and this is customer serializer, right? This is product serializer. Okay, so now it's time to add the views, sorry, URL. So for the customer, this one, customer list. All right, so let's copy this one. Okay, and let's paste here with the comment. We will say wish list views dot wish list as view. Okay, and this will be go in the product detail, and let's uncomment this, add here the form data. We don't need this one, we don't need this thing, we don't need this thing, we just simply console the response. For now we just simply console the response, right? Okay, so let's Axios is not defined. Okay, we need to import the Axios. Where is the Axios? Come here. Axios here. Okay, so this thing, we can do this with the fetch also, but I'm already using the Axios, so I copied that, right? So we have this, refresh this network, click to the wish list. This is saying field name product is not valid for model customer. Oh my god. Oh, this should be like this, sorry. Okay, so now let's refresh again. Wish list, what is now oh, oh, oh my god. Sorry. Okay, so wish list added, right? And because of two representation, it is showing all the data, right? And if you go here, it will show the data. Okay, so because it is added, but for the representation it was not showing. Let's remove this and confirm that it is adding only one time. So refresh this page, wish list, refresh here. Okay, so this is adding. Now if this product is added in the wish list, we should show here the checkbox, right? So and disable this button, right? So we also need to check that this product is already exists in the wish list, right? So let's do that also. Okay, so let's check that the product is already exist in the wish list or not for this customer, right? So what we will do, when this product, when this page is, when this component loaded, we need to run this function check product in wish list, right? Then we'll pass the product id. Actually no need to pass the product id, everything is here, right? We have a customer id, we have everything. And check product, let's copy this one, right? And then we have this, we'll say check in wish list. So base url. Okay, so base url is this. We need to post the data. Actually we need to post the customer and product data. So copy this one and paste this one, and we will say check product in wish list, customer id, check, we'll say check in wish list, and the form data we are passing here. Let's go to url, copy this. For this we will create a functional view, right? So let's copy this, paste here, and we will say check in wish list and define the name here, check in wish list, right? So let's create this function. We'll copy this, right? And then paste here, url check in wish list, this one don't need to. Okay, so we have product id. So product method, so we'll say product id equal to request dot post dot get product, right? So let's say here product id, and we also need customer id, huh? Customer id, and we are passing customer from product detail customer. Okay, so customer id and product id, right? So let's copy this, paste here, we will say customer, will pass customer id. Okay, so don't need these things, we'll just need to, actually we don't need to this thing also, we just need to check wish list, product, not product, it will be wish list object filter. Now magic will go here, product id equal to product id equal to product id here, right? And then customer id equal to customer id here dot count, right? What we have done now, I did something wrong. No. Okay, now what we will say, default message equal to false. If check wish list greater than 0, it means boolean true means data exists, huh? And if data exists, it means it will be checked, right? So what we need to do, we will say here, first of all we'll create a one state. That state tells state, this state should be boolean. Set product, we'll say product in wish list, right? Product in wish list by default will be false. And if sorry, my mouse is okay, if response dot data dot boolean equal to true, then we will say this true, right? Else we will say this false, and by default it is false. Okay, and we'll copy this and we'll see here. Okay, so what we will do, we'll define a new condition here. We'll copy this. Actually, user is logged in. Okay, let's do one thing. Okay, my battery saver is running. All right. Okay, so let's fix this issue. We are checking that if product is already in wish list, right? So for that we'll copy this one, right? And in this, if user is logged in, right, and not product list, then we'll do this. And if user is not logged in, right, if not logged in, then we will disable this button. And we need to add one more condition, this one. Actually, we'll need to add or product wish list, right? So actually we can't add this, because if user is not logged in, then it will not work. We need to copy this one. Let's copy this one, paste it here, right? And then we'll copy this condition. If user is logged in and this thing, then we will show this disabled button, right? So currently it is enabled. Let's see, because this product is already in cart, so it should show. Let's remove from the, actually we have added 2 times. Okay, no issues. Let's see the condition. So this is API checklist, and this is 50500 error. and let's go to URL, and our name is wrong here. Copy, paste, copy this thing, right? Now let's see, we have, don't need this one, refresh. Now what is the issue? Field ID expected number of code or undefined field ID. So field ID, okay, so product ID, it means product ID is not passing here. Customer, okay, so product ID is not passing, so let's go here, product wish list, check this one, base URL, customer URL, product data. So from where we are getting this product data? Where is the product data? Product data, product data, okay, so product data should be here, and it is setting product data in this. Okay, so product data dot id, now in, it should work here, customer product data, check product in wish list, right, let's see, console.log product data, refresh this console, what we have, array is empty. So we don't have any data, but we need this data. So how we can get this? Okay, this is working fine, not sure about this set, why this is not working. Product data dot title, product data dot title, checklist base URL. Okay, so base URL we are using here, oh no, base URL, all right, so product data is not coming here. What should we do? Let's pass here product data, let's say product ID will pass in the URL, and when we are from the running function, will pass, actually we should pass this base URL here, with the, yeah, we can do via this way, but let's do with a parameter, let's say product ID will post this, okay, so this function, delete this function, copy, remove, right, and then here we will pass, okay, and let's see now, okay, so product ID we are getting from here, okay, so you can see that it's working now. So whenever we go to this detail, and if it's already added, then it will show like this, right? So let's remove this from the wish list, remove, refresh, it will show, click, okay. So one more thing we need to do, when we are clicking here, so where is that wish list, click, add to wish list, click, okay, save in wish list, right? So save in wish list, okay, So what we will do, product in wish list, we will set true. Where is the function? Save in wish list. All right. What we have, what we are sending from URL, save in wish list. Okay, let's remove from the wish list. Let's see what we are getting. Refresh network, click this response. Okay, id. So response data dot id. So we'll say if response dot data dot id, then we will say set product list true, right? Okay, so if I remove from here, delete this, oh sorry, this one, refresh this wish list. So here you can see that this is disabled now, right? So we have completed the add to wish list functionality. Now it's time to show the wish list in the user here, right? And also we need to apply the remove action, right? So let's do that. Okay, so let's show the wish list item here and then apply the remove functionality, right? So let's open the where is that, wish list component, source component, customer wish list. All right, so we have these things, logo and all the other data, right? So we need to fetch the data here and then we can see how it is working, right? First of all, let's remove this. We need sidebar, problem. Let's open orders. Then let's copy, we don't need this logo here also. Axios is not working because we are using the fetch method, fetch API. Copy this in the wish list, we will paste this. Base URL is correct, customer is correct, we'll say wish items, right? And then set wish items, right? Customer ID, let's say wish items, everything is okay. Set wish items, right? Sidebar is okay. And we need to okay, so let's do that. First of all, we need to order items, so let's go to the URL, order items. We'll copy this one, paste here. We will simply say wish items. What, sorry, okay, actually we need to use this thing, not that one. We need to use this one. We'll say wish items and this will be wish list, let's say wish item list. This will be customer order item list. So let's go here. All right, so this is fine. Copy and paste here. This is customer wish items, okay. And we'll say customer wish items, what we are seeing here. Let's copy this one. Get this is fine. Query set is okay, this is okay, customer ID is okay. We need to define we are directly linked the customer in that ID, so we can filter this. So we have connected this and we are passing this URL in our wish list, so it will fetch the data and set in the wish list item. Now we need to map this. What we need to do, we will simply dot map, right? So let me see this map function one more time. Actually we are passing here this one in the orders map. Okay, so this one is a first one is item, second one is index. I just want to confirm that. Okay, so this will be item and index, then we will say return. Is that return? Yes, return, and we will return this row, right? So return this row, correct. I hope it should work. Let me show this. Okay, and let's remove all of the other demo rows. So let's see what we have now. User state is not defined, correct. You are absolutely right. Actually we need to use these two things. Okay, all right. Logo is not defined, we are using logo. No need for logo. Okay, so we don't have anything. We don't have wish list. We have provide this is not fetching the data. Let's see, refresh. Okay, 500 error. Customer into filters order. Okay, I think we didn't define the correct model. So we'll say wish list. Okay, refresh this one. Order serial order. Oh my god, sorry. Okay, so Django price. Okay, so let's go here and let's define this item dot product dot id, right? And then we'll say, actually let's define this index plus one, right? And then here we'll say item dot product dot, what we are saying in the product image, carousel image, product images. On the home page, what we are showing on the, oh, not home page, let's open the single product dot image. All right, so product dot image, and this will be product dot title, and the same thing will go in the title. Okay, right? So Django script, not sure why this is not showing the image. Props dot product dot image, it should show the image single product home page. What is showing here on the home, latest product, single product. Okay, so in the single we have a link, we have a add to cart button, product dot image. Yeah, this is fine. Not sure why this is not coming. Item.product.image. Okay, we'll see that why this is not coming. Let's remove this all tag. All right, so let's go to a dashboard. Sorry, wish list, Django script, and we need to show the price, right? So price, and here same condition will go. So we'll say if, all right, so on the product detail we have a context, so let's copy the context, and we only need the currency context, right? And then we'll use the, where is the currency data? Yes, here. And let's use that currency data. I think I have added somewhere else. This here, it should be used in the wish list. Okay, currency data. Now on the product detail, let's copy this. All right, so we have this one. We'll say if not, where I've added, if not equal to USD, then we'll show this thing. If equal to USD, then we'll show USD price. Good. So cannot resolve context. Oh. Let's see where is the context. Okay, here is a context. Use context is not defined. Yes, you are right. All right, so it should be if equal to USD, then it should be dollar. Okay, so it is working. Now we need to work on the remove this from the wish list. Okay, so let's work on this. Okay, so when we click on this remove button, it should remove this data from the wish list table. Okay, so this functionality should run. So what we will do, we will simply say on click. Actually, let's copy the product detail. Let's copy the save this functionality. Let's copy this one, this thing here, save in wish list, remove from wish list. So it will be remove from, right? So I will copy that function. So here is the function. Let's copy this. Okay, and then we will run this function here. So I will simply say remove from wish list. So it will be remove from wish list. So we don't need to, we just need to pass the wish list ID. No, so wish list ID, no need to do any other things. Okay, so we just need to do wish list ID, remove this, let's say remove from wish list, and we will say if data dot boolean equal to true, then what we will do, okay, we need to think about this, that what we will do when boolean equal to true. Let's simply say alert. Currently let's say alert, let's say deleted. Okay, so remove from wish list, and we need to pass this, oh my god, copy, uh, just remove the logo. I have added in the wrong file, wrong component. So let's paste here, remove from wishlist, and because this is parameter, so we need to pass item dot it, right? So on click, remove from wishlist, and in the wishlist we are passing this id, and this id will be here. And let's create the url. Let's say check in wishlist, so we'll copy this, we'll say remove from wishlist, delete, remove from wishlist, copy this, paste here, we'll copy this and paste here, and we'll say remove from wishlist, and this will be wishlist id, move this, response, if response, then message true. Okay, and we just need to simply say filter id equal to wishlist id dot delete. This is the functionality, right? And after delete, it will show the row. Actually, what we can do, okay, let's see, wishlist here. Okay, form data is not defined, axio is not defined, form data is not defined, form data, yeah, you are right. So we define the form data here. Axio is not defined, so let's import the axios, right? So here everything is working. Okay, now when we click on this, it will run the function and remove the data. Let's see. So click here, data deleted. Okay, refresh, data is not here, but we need to remove that row, right? So what we will do, in the wish list we will define the id of the row, and then later we will delete that row, right? Okay, so here first of all let's define the id. So id will be, what we are doing here, let's remove this, dollar id will be item dot id. Actually id will be item dot id, right? So dollar dollar row, and then dollar item dot id, right? So what we have now, let's go to and let's add wish list, refresh here, it is showing now. Let's see, we have row 8. Okay, so what we will do, we are passing the id here, and after deleting, what we will do here, document dot get element by id row plus this id dot remove, right? So refresh this page, and if it's worked properly, then okay, so row removed, and if you refresh, row is not here and it is not here. Okay, so we have successfully implemented all the things that we have discussed in the feature thing. So model done, add to wishlist done, right? Show wishlist in customer panel done, remove from the customer panel done. Okay, so these are the additional thing we need to do. Okay, so product category model. Okay, so category model, so what we need to do, we need to define the verbose name. So what will be class meta verbose plural name equal to product categories, right? Refresh this page. What is this? Let's see. Class verbose name plural, I think. Verbose name plural. Okay, okay, all right. So run server, running, refresh, product categories. Now we need to define this in address, find address. So we'll say, actually we don't need this one, but let's define our, so customer addresses, right? And then order items, so find items, so this will be order item, so it is class meta, and we will say order items. All right, so everything is okay now. We have completed all the things that we have discussed, right? And I hope you learn a lot of things. At least you learn that how we can create the wish list, disable button, and all the things, right? Wish list, it's easy. This one, wish list. Okay, so everything is working now, right? So I hope you enjoyed a lot and learn lots of things. So, and if you need the source code of this project, then please you can simply go to github.com and go to repositories, github.com/code artisan lab, and just follow the simple process here I have defined. Price will increase today. Okay, so you can just you can just follow the simple process, you will get the source code, right? So thank you so much for watching the video, and please stay tuned with the code artisan lab and subscribe this channel, share this video, share this channel, right? And thank you so much again. Okay.